Hello, everybody. I am here today live at Despatch Junction, the model train store in East Rochester. They were established back in 1982. Great owner, great people here. And I am here to show you guys my project that I am helping them with. It's a really nice place here because you got the nice model train store that used to be the old Despatch Depot, but that burnt down and they rebuilt it and it looks gorgeous. And this place is right here next to the CSX main line, which means while you're in there shopping, you can look outside and sometimes see some trains coming through. Now, on to the actual project. I am helping them restore and build a functioning railroad crossing. So here it is. This is our first signal. It's temporarily put together with some WC haze incandescent lights and a newer railroad crossing sign with brand new brackets to hold it on. An older cap just for now, so no critters get in from the top at least. But this railroad crossing will eventually have a completely different set of lights and signs on it. This one will eventually have, when we can restore them, these general railway signals incandescent lights. These were built right here in Rochester over on West Ave. Now we got to do some restoring because they were warped by the sun from the heat. And there's some damage here and there. But other than that, they're pretty good. You got all four of those and then these four. Now, those four are probably going to end up getting put on this pole. And this also has a USNS signal base. Those lights will probably be put on here. And at home, I've got a nice ex-Conrail crossbuck sign that I'll probably put on here instead of this one because this one's brand new. And I kind of want to keep it with the older style stuff. I'm going to blast this pole, sandblast it, and then we're going to paint it back to its nice aluminum silver color along with this. But this also won't be on this signal. This is going to be put on a separate signal. And on this one, I'm still trying to hunt down a mechanical bell for it. But we're going to put a mechanical bell on here instead of this cap. And this cap will go on one of the other signals. So this road crossing will be functional. I'm going to have it set so either you can activate it from a switch inside the store or a button outside. And this one, I'm going to have to take a quick walk, but this one is going to be set up more towards the front of the store. This is the parking lot. So the goal is that signal right there. We're going to take that signal. We're going to take that signal right there. And we're going to put it so this is our main drive you come up. As soon as you come up, it's going to be right here in this patch of grass. And it's going to be able to be activated and all that fun stuff. Hopefully, like I said, I can get a good bell for it. So the first thing you see when you pull up to Despatch Junction will be an old railroad crossing right there. That'll be the first thing you see when you pull up here. And then along with that, I'm gonna try to get at least one or two more railroad crossing signals along with a couple other signals I have set up here. Because I have more than enough lights, at least, and signs and poles to make 3 signals right now. Hello. So, as I was saying, I'm gonna be building more crossings here. This is my first one with a USNS signal base, an old pole, and then currently it has these WC Hayes incandescents, but I'm gonna be swapping these for those GRS incandescents because those were built here in Rochester. And then this sign here is a brand new sign, so I'm probably gonna replace it with an older Conrail one so that it'll have that old Conrail look. And then I'm gonna put a mechanical bell on the top here instead of this cap. And this cap will go on one of my other crossing signals. Along with restoring those signal lights, I do have to restore this one in specific, the back glass or the black back here there's a mirror that the incandescent bulb will shine off of. That mirror is entirely shattered and the bulb blew on this one. So this one has to be completely restored. While all the other 3 just need new paint on the sun visors. And then this whole pole's gonna be repainted. And what's nice about this crossing signal is if I ever need to do maintenance to the lights while they're upright, this one has step ladders on it so I can get up to them after it's set up. Now, like I said, this is literally brand new. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this sign after I get the Conrail one, but it'll probably go on the next signal for temporary until I can get another Conrail one because I only have one right now. Now, the CSX main line is literally right there too. That's the Rochester subdivision. So the next thing to do is gonna have to put in the concrete pad in front of the store. Then we're gonna run some electrical to that and up into here. And then the electrical is gonna tie into the jumpers in here or the control panel in there. Thank you. So yeah, everything's gonna be wired down here, and then the wires are gonna go from down here up to the signal lights and then the future bell. If you want a good rail fanning hotspot in this general area, I would go to the Fairport platform. That way you get all of get the action of the CSX Rochester subdivision and the West Shore subdivision. I don't go there that often because I live on the other side of Rochester, so it's easier to catch trains in other spots over there. But Fairport is about 2 or 3 miles down the tracks that way. So if you ever are in town, you come take a stop here at Despatch Junction in East Rochester. Hopefully, hopefully, I'll have at least that first signal up soon. Got old rail here too. Now this is going to be used for another project that I can't talk about yet, but we have a whole separate project that we're going to be doing where we got track on our property that goes all the way back that way. Thank you for the sub. But we got track that runs right here. We're gonna have to redo this track. But well the signal's gonna go in front of the shop. This track is gonna be used for something different. But yeah, this hopefully I can get this up within the next couple weeks. That would be great, at least temporarily with at least the flashers working. And then we will start working on getting a mechanical bell, and then I'll bring the Conrail signs. I can swap out these. And then we'll finish restoring those lights and then swap out the signal lights. And then we'll build a second crossing after that with this sign and again these lights, but on a different one. This is a model train store. They sell all sorts of good items for every scale here. And I'm just making it, I guess, my little play yard with my signals that I have, and I'm sure they'll enjoy it. I mean, they do enjoy it. Obviously, we got this here and those, and then there's even more stuff in there. There's a lot of cool items inside of the shop as well, related to railroad crossings and model trains, and just a bunch of cool items.